Welcome to Keeping It Real Estate. We're from a undisclosed location recording today in Arkansas County, and we're doing something a little different today. We're doing some duck hunting, and we've been seeing a few ducks. So if you hear some shots, that's why. How are you doing today, Rebecca?
I'm good.
Well, good.
I'm glad we're out here.
It's a beautiful day.
It is. We've seen a bunch flying around us, just not close enough.
Right. It's coming though.
We're enjoying the balmy, 50-degree day today?
Yeah, it's warm for what's coming. It's supposed to get really cold this weekend.
Is there any weather that it's illegal to hunt in?
No, not to my knowledge. I've been out here. The coldest it was 17 degrees.
Which is what we're going to have this weekend.
Yeah. The water was frozen. There's ice in this blind. I mean, we had heaters, but it was so cold.
So as long as it's in season and it's between shooting hours.
Right. Yeah. Yep. You're good.
Like someone who has to just can't do this. I can.
Right.
But he was so like
Yeah. He's into it.
he's
Intense.
big, yeah. He used to go out of state and all that, and it was very serious.
My dad, he always wanted to like take me out of state hunting somewhere, and I just never would take him up on. I was like, Dad, I just save your money. Like I'm just happy just coming in here, just killing deer
Yeah.
and ducks, and that's good enough for me. So, but he before he got dementia real bad, he actually got to go like on a Texas hunt with one of his buddies.
Hmm.
So
On one of those ranches.
yeah, and they like killed all kinds of
Jeez,
deer.
I know they
So
are so big. But they're like groomed to be that way, right? Or bred to be that
I
way.
guess I don't know how they get them that big. They probably like feed them the right stuff. There's a goose I hear somewhere. I'm not a very good goose caller.
Can you shoot a goose?
Oh yeah.
Like with just the normal duck?
Yeah, we got the right stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I'd want to shoot a goose.
They're big.
They are big.
So when Jesse was like a puppy, I guess he's a puppy still, and we just got him back out of school, and that was one of the first things he retrieved was a goose. And it wasn't all the way dead. The thing was biting the shit out of him.
Well,
I felt so bad for that dog.
Scout, my old dog,
Yeah.
would get them. She just must have crept up on them because
Yeah.
I don't know how fast. I mean, I don't think they're fast anyways, but I mean, I walk out on my porch and they take off.
Right.
So how he got up there and got them, he used to get ducks and geese. And yes, they weren't always dead.
Right.
He always got them at the neck. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah, I remember just bringing him back, and the goose was like attacking him, and I was feeling bad. Like poor little baby. I'm glad we got to do this today, but we really didn't have to. If
no,
if you
I
were so
really
busy.
wanted to. No, I definitely wanted to come out. I love to be outside.
Yeah, me too. Like, I don't know. Like sometimes, like I don't know. Like you can only be in town so much. And then I like to. You come out here for a little bit, and it makes you feel a little better.
Well, it's just mixing up your
Mm,
scenery and it's quiet, it's slow. Once you're here, it's slow.
right.
Well, sure. So I think that has circulated enough, or maybe just recently. I don't even know where to see them. Where are you
Yeah.
guys seeing them?
I was thinking about it. Like you've been showing so much hunting property, like and stuff. Like you need to make you like a new little sign. It says like the landlady or something. Let them know. Like
Okay, but what's so funny is I'm like not afraid to go and do,
wear
like
your hat too.
not afraid. Yeah, no, that really bugged me this week when I realized I never got the hats I ordered last year.
Those are geese.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do need to get that. And so this week when I was walking through the woods, those hats came up again in my head, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like a ball cap, perfect for that.
Mm-hmm.
I had sticks in my hair, Kevin.
Oh
I
no.
swear I did.
Yeah.
Like I had it all tucked up,
Right.
but I'm like, I should have wore a hat. My hood would come off, and then
Right. Oh
we
yeah.
were going through major briars. I had I thought I was wearing tough jeans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those briars just tear jeans
It
up.
literally made holes in my jeans.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, what the heck do I do? And I looked for briar pants here
Mm-hmm.
in town. And the closest thing I could find, of course, I couldn't find any like heavy duty Browning. I did not go to Tractor Supply.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're like telling me about these Sitka pants, but they weren't briar pants.
Right.
And you're like, oh yeah, the Sitka pants will work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So but I get duped. I buy them because
Yeah.
I'm like, I have little like needle marks
Mm-hmm.
all over. So I did not. I'm returning them because there's no way that they're going to be good enough.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to mess up those 100, and they were on sale, but they're still $160. So I'm like going to return them and maybe just get like those real thick Carhartt or something.
Yeah.
It's just they'll be hot.
Yeah, they will.
And I'll tell you, I was hot. We were
Mm-hmm.
climbing trees, that had fallen. No
Mm-hmm.
other way to get around, going through this kind of stuff, and then tons of briars. Like I had to keep my gloves on the whole time, or it would just, it did.
Right.
It was just tearing,
Like,
but I still loved it.
yeah.
I just wanted to be a little better prepared,
Right.
you know. But I mean, have I done that in a year or two? Nope. So, it's kind of like hunting is like that. You got
Yeah.
to have something for this in case the weather's like this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of annoying. Now I know
Yeah.
why Eric used to spend so much money.
Yeah. You buy a lot of stuff that you might need.
Yeah.
Seems
Or an
like.
occasionally. And what if I don't fit it anymore? Because that's my
Right.
problem.
Yeah.
He used to buy clothes all the time.
Yeah.
Ducks.
Oh yeah. We missed them. They turned.
It looked like they were going to, but I don't think so.
Sometimes they won't
They
cooperate. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes
I was
like
like,
they
I
work.
saw it
Like
and then I didn't think to
yeah.
say it. And then I'm like,
No, no, you're good. Sometimes like they don't respond to the calls, and then like sometimes they like work really well and they'll call back to you.
that would have been too far to shoot, though, right?
Treetop high is about what you can get.
That's it.
That's about it. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, so they're gonna have to be really close.
Yeah, like
So
someday.
I'll know it's time to shoot.
Some days, yeah.
I would have shot higher than the treetop.
Yeah, well, if you have a setup like I have,
Mhm.
you might can. That's an extended range choke.
Yeah.
And I brought a secret weapon just in case. These are long range shells.
Okay.
Yes. I ordered those from Louisiana
But are they
because
the
Max.
same size?
Nope, those are
They're
3.5s.
Okay.
You're like what you have are 3s.
Mhm. I do know that.
And then so those are 3.5s.
The farmer I used to work for would he duck hunted in New York,
Hmm.
and he had me reload all the shells. Like we had the whole system.
So I've heard
Mhm.
about people reloading shotgun
Like I wouldn't
shells.
know how to do it now. I could catch on a bit quick, but no, in the winter because he was finding all this random stuff to be able to keep me working.
Yeah. Or
But I think they fried her up.
yeah, they're way too high, but they're not.
But at least they're moving.
There's
Yeah.
a couple. Yeah, they're moving today, so that's good. And we can shoot till 5:23. I checked my Ross Realty shooting out record.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
There comes some more, but they're way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would have me like paint inside barns, um, remark barrels,
Uh huh.
crate repair, and a lot. I actually liked when I got to reload the shells because I was in the farm office, which was warm,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
could wear normal clothes, and he would let me do that all day. It did get boring, and my arm would get sore doing the lever work.
Right. So I didn't think you could reload shotgun shells for like the longest time, but I always heard stories of people doing it. I knew you could reload the rifles because I knew people that did it,
Hmm.
and I had some of mine reloaded
Yeah.
before, but I didn't know about the shotgun shells. So this duck call right here, I bought it from Walmart. It's a R&T, and I bought it years and years ago, and it was like $20. So it was a cheap R&T call,
Hmm.
and they make these here in town.
Yeah.
And then anyway, so it quit working, and that's kind of odd. Duck calls never quit working. But anyway, I took it out to R&T, and it was when Mister Butch Richenbach was still alive, and he worked out there.
Hmm.
And I took it over there and I handed it to him, and I said, "Can you fix this?" He said, "Man, this is an old one." He said, "It's a," and he put me a new insert in it and trimmed the reed and tuned it for me. Okay, well, I guess they didn't like whatever I said to
They're cutting the leaves.
them. Yeah, that's normally good. I
Yeah.
mean, they're landing. Yeah. Here's two more. Here's two coming over. Oh, there's some more. There's a whole bunch of them over there. Those are real ducks behind us.
Making a noise.
Well, did you hear them quacking? There's some. I guess there's some behind us somewhere.
I feel like if I stand up to shoot, I'm going to knock this over.
So if we do this again, we need to get you some
Oh, that's
waiters.
like
Yeah, that one landed.
so
Oh, here's some more.
just
Now we'll get your gun ready if they turn. Okay, they turn, but they're not coming to us. Man, they are just not wanting to cooperate today.
they're in the area.
Yeah, they are.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
It's like it's so sticky.
Yeah, you definitely need to mail that in and get that fixed. So I'm a shotgun connoisseur,
Mm-hmm.
and those cost too much to be like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like $1,200, $1,400 guns.
I have a couple of good guns then.
Yeah.
Like I guess I have a couple of good
Yeah.
guns. One time though, I bet it was still within the first 5 years of our marriage. He went hunting and he got the fifth largest moose in the world. Like
Eric
he was
did?
no, his dad. He's a record
That
holder.
is crazy. There's one way out
Yeah.
there. Yeah, so I'm kind of with you. Like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I'm a hunter, and I will get something mounted, but I just, to me, I just don't think that's fair. Just pulling up in a jeep and just shooting an elephant or something like that. Nor would I want to do that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
no. I like the whole um
I like to give them have a
yeah, you're
chance.
here, they're
Yeah,
not yet, and they
yeah,
might come.
right,
Yeah, I didn't like when we deer hunted the whole, and I know people do it all the time, so it's not a bad thing, but I didn't like the whole feeder thing.
yeah,
Like, they're coming to eat and you're going to kill them?
right, yeah,
Like, and Eric's like, well, no, we just want them to come this, you know,
right.
this is the path they come through.
I used to have a problem with that too, and then I have a feeder, but then it's like I get to thinking, I'm like, I hardly ever kill anything. I'm just like, most of the time, I'm just feeding them to be feeding them. Like, so they probably enjoy it.
Yeah, I've only killed like 3 deer ever,
Yeah.
and definitely passed up some.
Like, a lot of times I just see them and I'm just like, yeah, no, not shooting a little baby deer, you know?
The best hunting story I have is again out at Carlton Crosby's,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a deer that they were like probably was 12 point, but they knew he was a big guy,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, I'm not sure that we want you hunting over there because,
Yeah.
well, I decided I was going to hunt on the ground because nobody was in that area,
Right.
and I heard what I'm sure was that deer,
Uh-huh.
and I was like losing my mind, and that was kind of like on a ridge. And I'm like, if it comes over here, I've got a clear shot. It kept getting darker and darker. I saw the biggest rack I've ever seen with my own eyes. And then it like tree, blah, blah, blah. It
Yeah.
was like a ghost. Then it
Right.
was gone. It blew several times and it
Mm-hmm.
was so loud.
Yeah.
So when I went in, I was all freaked out too,
Yeah.
And I walked in
It makes you so nervous,
and I
man. Yeah.
told them that, and they all were like big eyes, like that was it.
Yeah.
And I knew that he was so glad I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like how mad would that make you? Someone who just comes every once in a while, come out and shoot your rig view.
It really did make me mad. Like, I'm always happy for people.
But I had
Like, I'll let people hunt my deer stand and they're like, is there anything I can't shoot?
yeah,
I'm like, no, shoot whatever you want to. I
yeah,
don't care. I'm like, a matter of fact, I'm gonna be happy for you if you get a big deer. It's gonna feel like I got a big deer.
yeah. Well, and neat to know that it was on your property, right?
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like if you get a Lamborghini. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm happy for you. Like, feel like I got
Yeah.
a Lamborghini.
But I'm not going to let you drive my Lamborghini.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when you go to places like Vegas and California, you see those things like that's just
Mm-hmm. Like
not
nothing.
not
Yeah.
like trucks, but not
Right.
like trucks here. But I mean, you're like, look, keep driving on the
Yeah.
highway, and you're like, look. Finally, you stop pointing them out because it's so normal. It's weird.
Yeah, I remember. This is a weird car to see for like Stuttgart. Anyway, I remember I was in the Burger King drive-thru one day, and I got behind a red Lamborghini. And I
In
was,
Stuttgart,
and so I was like, man, expensive.
if you drive a red car, you definitely speed. That's probably
Yeah,
what they're thinking.
right. We're gonna bump your rate up for you.
Yeah, so what did we meet? Tuesday morning, and I'm like, I have no buyers.
Yeah, you said you had no
And then I
buyers.
had
Yeah.
two offers the next day. No, one offer yesterday, one offer today.
Yeah. When I things were, I mean, like I was had a little bit of business, but when I went to St. Thomas a few years ago, like after I come back, like oh, I had like everybody blowing me up. I was like, all you gotta do is go on vacation.
That is what Melody always says.
Yeah.
And she only goes somewhere once a year. Actually, she's increased to twice a year.
Yeah, she probably needs to not go on vacation as much as she already has. There's two right there. Here's some more. Yeah, those are like way too high. They've probably what has happened. They've probably been shot at so much today. They're probably like, nope.
Don't trust anybody.
Yeah. DTA.
Like when I'm outside, my brain just literally, which is great, jello's out, relaxes,
Yeah, me
and you're
too.
just like, it's just good enough to look around.
Right. Oh yeah. It's definitely relaxing.
It's my favorite place to be is outside,
Yeah.
unless it's miserable weather. But I mean,
Right.
if it's decent enough that I can sit outside without being cold
Yeah.
or getting rained on, I don't mind the heat.
Today is not terrible. Of course, I have 100 pairs of clothes on too, but I mean, it's not miserable.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I think it's real comfortable.
Yeah.
They say the weather tomorrow is supposed to start late
Yeah.
Friday, but I wonder if we'll have. It's got to be a front coming in, so it may be like this tomorrow afternoon most of the day, and then have that quick little weather change that
Yeah.
happens.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping it all sets in after I'm already at home.
I think it will. I
Yeah.
mean, they keep saying it's like 10 or 11 at night or something,
Right.
and I will be waiting with bated breath to get up the next morning and see
Yeah.
what's on the ground.
Yeah. Being from Buffalo, you'll be like, what's the big deal?
I told my no, I do think it's a big deal
Yeah.
because I've been here 30 years now,
Yeah.
but I just like it. I know ice and sleet not
Right.
good, but I still not hurt by it. I just
Yeah.
don't. That's kind of my good attitude about it. Other people look at me like I'm crazy or I don't care about people's safety. I do. I'm like most people here do not drive at all when it even gets slightly bad. So
Right.
I feel like everybody is safe except for the people who don't have good shelter.
Yeah.
That bugs me.
Yeah. That's always so sad. Like one day that listing you had by Walmart, I was coming out of Walmart and there was a guy had like a shopping cart and was like had like a little makeshift shelter set up, like sleeping out there. I felt so bad for him. It was so cold that day.
Yeah, a lot of people will open up.
Like warming
Yeah,
centers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even other churches that don't normally do shelter during
Right.
this time, which is good. But yeah, the rural areas don't do that as much as the suburbs and
Right.
urban
Yeah.
areas.
You're right.
Kevin says you're too high. I'm glad he told me. I would have
Yeah.
wasted a lot
Right. Yeah.
of shotgun shells.
We should just come here sky busting, make them think we're really doing something.
How many boxes? Sorry, I need water. I was like, Eric had two boxes out, and I'm like, how many times does he think I'm going to shoot?
Yeah.
Like a good, I mean, do you ever shoot a box in one hunting
Not
session? Okay.
usually. I have before when we had ducks back in the day.
That would be fun. Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah.
you see that many.
Yeah. Like like growing up in the '90s, and we like went duck hunting all the time. Like we'd hunt a field, we'd hunt back here sometimes, and like it was not even hard to get your limit. Like you'd be there and like done in no time. Like we wouldn't be here this long. Like time to go home. Got a limit.
Sorry, that sounds fun.
See, they just show up when you least expect them. They're gonna be like watching this on YouTube, and they're like, "This guy's a horrible duck caller. That's why y'all didn't kill anything."
I wouldn't know, except for the only real duck calling I hear is the World Duck Championship,
Oh,
so it's
really?
not very big.
Here's two more.
Got a lot behind us. There's geese, right?
Yeah, those are geese. Yeah, it's one for that too. Like don't get me wrong, the people that duck call on Main Street are good, but it's not like really practical for hunting. They're trying to like show their ranges and all the stuff they can do. Like, if you never like come out here and do nothing like that,
Yeah.
I mean, scare everything away.
What time did you say?
5:23, I believe. Let's see. The new one, yeah. Yeah, so I had these little cards made up. So we're on January 22nd, and it's 5:26. So,
For the people who can read that font,
yeah,
that tiny little font. Somehow my move goal is achieved.
that's good.
Like
What is your
maybe
move
I
goal?
do move around more when I'm sitting than I know.
Yeah, my decoy.
Did he shoot off the top of that tree?
No, I did not. I think those are woodpeckers.
Oh.
Yeah. So you see that post?
Mm-hmm.
Beavers have done that, and they got over there too.
It, um, I saw the most beaver damage and activity I've ever seen in my life. I mean, we had them where I grew up. We had like a swallow out behind our yard, kind of like all the water from all the farms got there, and it would
Uh,
get like cattails and all this stuff.
right.
And but when I was out in the woods this week, and we went to where the beaver dam was,
Mm-hmm.
just I couldn't believe how many stumps were like perfect, like little pencil stumps,
Yeah,
like all the bark off, just like you would think. But I mean, they were so precision all the way around.
they're industrious little fellers for sure. Like, there's a pile of brush over here. All that was in here. They drug it in here, and I had to like clean this out. And I guess they were gnawing on that for some reason. But they like drop trees out here and everything. I'm like, can y'all chill out a little bit? Like,
That's cool.
yeah,
Just see those kind of things is
right,
you take it for granted if you see it all the time, but when you don't,
right,
you're like, that's so cool. I was really afraid though we would have like hogs come out because there was a lot of evidence of them,
yeah,
and I only know that because in Texas my cousin had a lot of hogs on his farm, and he showed me, like,
They tear
it'd be
stuff
like,
up, yeah.
it's almost like a nest that's just thrown, and all these lines, and I was seeing those, and I'm just like, what the heck would I do with a handgun
Right.
if one of those came?
Yeah. One of my dad's buddies in Star City one time, like he took me hog hunting, and it was crazy. Like he had like dogs
Oh,
and and he was like, and he ran and jumped on one and was fighting the hog. And I'm like, what are you doing?
yeah, it's dangerous, and
Yeah.
the dogs can get hurt. It's
Yeah.
like a total. I would not want to watch that. The attack of the
Well, neither.
dogs and hogs.
I didn't go no more after that. I mean, it was fun, but it's just like this seems kind of dangerous. I guess I'm a bougie hunter.
The only hog I've seen in Arkansas wild in life was headed to Little Rock. And I'm not kidding you.
Mm.
I had to slow down and get over on the side of the road, and I would try to get a picture out of the woods, like on the England Highway.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that? It's not a dog.
Really?
And the way it was moving, I'm like, I bet that's a hog. It was a hog.
That is
Do you
crazy.
know it ran up, and like there was a trailer,
Yeah.
and it ran up somewhere behind that, and I don't know if it knew there was food there or what, but
Yeah.
um, they move so different.
Right. Like we don't have any here, but we used to have a deer lease in Star City, and we had them there, and they would like tear up stuff real bad. Like that's crazy.
They say they're bad in Casco.
They're like they consider them a nuisance.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
can call the game and fish, and they'll try to get them out of there, but they get to be so many, it's hard to get rid of them. Hunting has it really has kind of carried over into real estate because sometimes in hunting, like you may not see anything initially, and you got to be patient. And sometimes real estate's like that. You may be wanting that offer, or your buyer may be wanting to jump on the first house that they see, but patience is important. You need to look at others and weigh all your options.
Yeah, I had two transactions at the end of last year that both of the families had been looking over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually, sometimes in the beginning of that, you're kind of, I don't think I'm impatient, but you're kind of like, man, I don't know if there's going to be something that they like. You know what I mean? Like,
Something that checks as many of the boxes as that property
yeah.
did.
But then when they wait patiently and they know it's the one,
Right.
man, it's so exciting.
Here's two. Actually,
Well, we've talked about doing this for at least a month.
we have, yeah. I kept getting pushed back. We had to be patient with that
Life's
too.
been busy. Normally, the end of the year, the holidays and the beginning of the year are really slow for real estate.
Uh-huh.
And last year, I felt like that was the last quarter that was as busy in 10 years for me. And then this year, it was even better than last year's quarter. So that's great.
It is, yeah. It's a great problem to have.
And we've had more transactions close in January so far than I've ever had in a January.
Who had the first one of 2026?
You had it?
It was me.
Okay.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you. I had one on the 6th,
Yeah.
and it was supposed to close in December, but
right.
it was exciting. It was exciting to have some closings.
Wasn't trying to cut you off with some ducks over there. Yeah, so I remember that because Mine was on the 5th, and yours was the next day. Yeah, beat you just by a little bit.
Well, I think it'll be a good year. Interest rates are down. People are sick of waiting around
Yes,
and just finally going, you know what? We're gonna do it. We've been waiting for it to get better, to reach those unreal interest rates we had 5 years ago that were just like insanely low, not the norm.
time to pull the trigger.
And, but younger people don't realize that that's not the norm, that
Right.
was like
They don't know any
never
better.
happened in my lifetime,
Right.
So low sixes is a good interest rate.
I always say you don't know what you don't know. I need to figure out in duck how to tell them not to go over there and come over here.
This is more enticing.
Yeah, this is better. There's so many, and they're all over there.
They're just in the field, aren't they?
I think so. You know, and you hear so much stuff and so many wise tales, but I've heard like if it's foggy or like a really overcast, you want to hunt the field, which we're not doing. We're hunting flooded timber. So those were the ducks calling back.
This is a tall man's bench.
Well,
I'm on my
yeah.
tippy.
So
I'm on my tippy
are
toes.
you?
Yeah.
So I was the model. I built this myself, so I made it.
You,
I made it right for
perfectly.
myself.
That's
Yeah.
the way you should do it.
Yeah.
You need a little like step.
Need like a little foot rest.
It's really weird when you think about um, where your farm is.
Yeah.
You're not even a mile from my house.
I know. That's what I told you. I always told you.
And
You live up by my parents' house. Those you probably get. Shoot it again. Okay, those are gettable too. Okay. So, good job, Rebecca. You got you a duck.
got one.
You got
Here.
one, yeah.
Now, do we have to go get it now?
We probably better because it's going to run off.
Okay. It's going to run off? Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to go with
I'm
me.
loaded.
You're going with me, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go with you.
Okay.
Okay. If I see some more, I'm going to shoot them on the way. Got the first duck.
I think it went behind that.
Yeah. Not only do you beat me in real estate, you beat me at duck hunting too.
I think you let me shoot, so thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like it was here, but maybe my depth perception's not good. Where are we now? Right over here?
Yeah, you'll see our spinning wheel.
I want to walk through the shallow stuff. If I fall in a hole, I'm going to scream so loud.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, stop telling me about it. It's so scary to me. I got a duck and I couldn't find it. That's a downer. Man, this is serious exercise. I'm just talking to myself. I didn't find him. I'm disappointed. I hope I killed him good so that he's not suffering. One day of hunting in 30 years, and I'm ready to get a dog.
Yeah. We can name it Rice the dog. Rice the duck dog.
If I don't have to walk through that kind of stuff again.
Yeah, that's
So
terrible.
the dogs just leap, huh? Do they leap or do they can walk through that?
They do both. Like they'll dive off in there. Even they have a hard time with it. I normally take my dog's collar off when he's retrieving, just so he don't drown himself, because they'll stick their head and stuff and they'll get hung.
That's what I was looking for up here.
Yep.
I'm very scared about guns not being on safety.
So the shotgun I have is the one that my dog shot a hole in my truck with.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, there were some geese in a field, and I laid my gun down like this. So it's on safe like this, and I have a bed cover on my truck. He jumped in there and was frantic because that bed cover's down. He pushed the safety off, fired it off, and shot a hole through the bed of my truck. And first I was like, oh my gosh, Jesse got shot. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I must have got shot. And then I was like, and then I saw my truck got shot. I was like, screw the truck.
Yeah,
I
the
don't even
truck is
care.
the least of my problems.
I can get a new truck. I
Thank
can't
God
get a
it
new
wasn't
me
the
or Jesse.
fuel tank.
Yeah. So yeah. Nobody would believe it, but my dad was there to witness it.
To
And,
see the dog do it?
yeah.
Oh, that would be terrifying if you saw it.
Yeah, he saw it, yeah. But the crazy thing is, so I had so much recoil, it flew out of the back of my truck, and it's automatic gun. So I saw it was jacking another shell in midair. And I was trying to get to it before he was in the truck still, but I didn't want him to step on it again and fire it off again. So it was so crazy. I was like, Farm Bureau is never going to believe this.
You see, yeah, how easy things can happen.
Yeah. And my dad, I grew up with guns. He taught me about guns so early, and gun safety, and took me to hunter's ed. So never in a million years did I think something like that was going to happen to me. So it's kind of an embarrassing story, but I tell people the story because I don't want it to happen to them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm just glad nobody got hurt other than my Tundra. Thanks again for tuning in to Keeping It Real Estate. Thanks for coming along on our duck hunt and watching our podcast. And I hope you had enjoyed this one. This was something a little bit different, out of the norm. And keep tuning in. If you have any questions, be sure and drop them in the comments section. Until the next time, I'm Kevin.
I'm Rebecca.
And we're Keeping It Real Estate.